Hi friends, I'm Rakhi. So let's begin with the new concept of organic chemistry, chapter number 12, class 11. So let's have a focus on classification of organic chemistry. Organic chemistry, that means organic compounds. They are divided into two parts, aliphatic compound and cyclic compound. Aliphatic compound we'll discuss later on. First, let's get focus on cyclic compounds. That means इन साइक्लिक फॉर्म्स कंपाउंड्स जो साइकिल की फॉर्म में हैं उन्हें हम कहेंगे साइक्लिक कंपाउंड्स. साइक्लिक कंपाउंड्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स, हेटेरोसाइक्लिक कंपाउंड्स एंड होमोसाइक्लिक कंपाउंड्स. Homocyclic compounds are the compounds which are having carbon in their chain. That means only carbon in their chain. So, that for example, if I am taking this example, this is a cyclobutane type structure. So, in this structure, there is only carbon. Carbon, 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 carbon. The group which I have substituted later on, that means O hydroxyl group or OH group which I have substituted, it is outside the ring. That means जो साइकिल में है वो सिर्फ कार्बन है. साइकिल के बाहर जो मैंने ग्रुप सब्स्टिट्यूट किया है वो अलग ग्रुप सब्स्टिट्यूट किया है. That means in cycle there is no other substituted group present. Only carbon is present in the cyclic form. That in homocyclic compounds. If I come to heterocyclic compound, it is divided into alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. I would say in heterocyclic compounds, if I come to heterocyclic compound, this means non-carbon chain. Non-carbon chain over here means if I am taking a compound, suppose this is furan I am taking over here and pyridine I am taking over here. So in heterocyclic compounds which are described over here, non-carbon chain, carbon will be present in the group, but that doesn't mean only carbon will be present in the compound. For example, this is furan. In this, here it is carbon, 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 carbon. But in that cycle, there is oxygen is also substituted. Over here in this pyridine, this is carbon, 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 carbon. But in the cycle, nitrogen is also present. So for heterocyclic compound, I can say it is a non-carbon chain compound, which takes another substituent in the cycle also. So I have differentiated between heterocyclic compound and homocyclic compound. Further, if I come, homocyclic compounds is divided into two parts, alicyclic compound and aromatic compound. Alicyclic compounds, if I am taking a cyclobutane, cyclopentane, this is an alicyclic compound. In alicyclic compound, there is no presence of pi bond. Aromatic compound, which have a natural aroma, a different fragrance, good fragrance, which is known as aromatic, for which their name is aromatic compounds. So in aromatic compounds, there is involvement of pi electrons. That means there are pi electrons involved in this group, in this compound. Coming to heterocyclic compound, it is also divided into alicyclic compound and aromatic compound. I have discussed in alicyclic compound, in the cycle there is the presence of some other substituent in the cycle itself. Aromatic compound is divided into benzenoid and non-benzenoid. This is about the classification of organic compounds. Now, come to the tetravalency and hybridization of the carbon. So, we'll discuss about first the tetravalency of the carbon, tetracovalency of the carbon. There are many compounds in organic chemistry related to carbon. Carbon has a good property, I would say a unique property of catenation. Catenation is the property, that means catenation is the ability. That means carbon possesses an ability to link with some other compounds or some other atoms. So, catenation means a linking ability. Basically, carbon possesses that linking ability. So, carbon is having a good property of catenation, due to which it forms covalent bonds with carbon atoms and also with the atoms of other elements like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. So, carbon possesses a unique ability of catenation. Coming to next point, since we know that atomic number of carbon is 6, so its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. This is in the normal state, I would say. Okay, so in normal state we can describe it as 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz0. That means p orbital, that means pz orbital is empty. If I come to excited state, it is 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Now, in excited state, one electron from s orbital is shifted to the p orbital, that means pz orbital. It is the excited state. So we can say that valence shell has 4 electrons, carbon has 4 valence shell electrons. Since to attain the stability, carbon needs 4 more electrons, or it has to lose 4 electrons to attain the stable noble gas configuration. But that means to attain the stability, it has to gain 4 electrons or it has to lose 4 electrons, which is unfortunately requires a huge amount of energy, and it is not possible to get that amount of energy to lose electron or to gain electron. So third possibility comes over here is of sharing of electron. That means carbon can share electrons. Since it possesses 4 electrons, it can share 4 electrons from other atom. So sharing of electron is possible, which means covalent bond. That means covalent bond means sharing of electrons. So carbon forms covalent bond. But let me tell you that the covalent bond is not at all 100% pure. कोई भी बॉन्ड चाहे कोवेलेंट हो आयनिक हो वो 100% प्योर नहीं ही होगा. They possess, that means if I am saying about the covalent bond, it can possess, ये possess कर सकता है short amount or I would say slight amount of the ionic character. और ये ionic character depend करता है difference in electronegativity. So अगर electronegativity का difference 2.5 से ज्यादा है, किसी की value अगर electronegativity की आ रही है difference के अंदर 2.5, that means it possesses an ionic bond. Yes. Coming to the methane, I am taking the example of methane. See, this is carbon and it is having a tetrahedral structure. So hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. Electronegativity of the carbon is 2.5. And if these are the values of electronegativity of the atoms of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine and sulfur. So hydrogen is having 2.1, oxygen 3.5, nitrogen 3, chlorine 3, sulfur 2.5. Okay, so if I take the difference of the electronegativity between the hydrogen and carbon, it comes out to be 0.4, which is very, very low value, which means that methane possesses a covalent bond. That means electronegativity difference is not much, so covalent compound is being formed. So this is all about the tetracovalency or tetravalency of the carbon compound. So this is all for today's sessions. Bye bye.